1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic. Before the Dark Times. Before the Empire.
The belonging you seek is not behind you. It is ahead.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
Training to become a Jedi is not an easy challenge.
I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be. Long have I waited. And now, you're coming together. It's your undoing. What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so that was a little intro of the Star Wars arcade machine that I have now completely modded out. That intro for Star Wars when this machine turns on, it's the first thing that boots up when it turns on, is amazing. I got this machine all done from Retro Lizard's custom arcade machines. He did a fantastic job with this, guys. Basically, I sent him my control panel. And as you can see here, he added the custom buttons because I don't have any issues doing modding. You know, I've modded every other one of my machines. But I am terrible when it comes to woodwork. So I didn't want to drill in the holes and stuff because I'd rather someone else do it. So I was like, you know what, let me reach out to him. The price was reasonable for it. So not only did he customize this, so I has all the custom button artwork, as you can see. And the it will actually be on the video description below if you want to reach out to them, Retro Lizards custom arcade machines, if you want to get one of these yourself. And you can see here the start button is really cool. It actually says this is the way. And then over here it says start you will, which I think is really cool. And again, they all have their own custom artwork on here, which is really cool. So I got the additional buttons made. And then of course I got a PC. He sent me a PC with a 1660 graphics card from NVIDIA, the full PC built out. And you know, it's been working great so far. He also sent me the Vizio soundbar. This is really cool because I usually, you know, just have speakers at the top, and this is different. This is now a soundbar, and the soundbar is fantastic. It sounds really, really good. Definitely much better than any of the stock speakers Arcade1up uses and all that stuff, and definitely better than the you know, the other ones that I've seen around. So this sounds really, really good and gets to a really high volume. So I'm happy, and it actually has a good uniform look. It fits pretty perfectly up there. I have it being held up by some Velcro, and it kind of just lays there at the top as you're seeing. And it comes with a remote, and it works fantastic on this machine. Obviously, the volume on and off buttons don't do anything anymore, so those buttons are kind of just there. But everything else works as is. And this is the interface that you guys are looking at here. So if we go backwards here, you can see the interface. Let me just lower this a little bit for the time being until we get into some gameplay, so it's not bothering us. But you can see here in the main menu, we have a few different categories, so you can navigate it really easily. You can just move up and down to go through the main menu, and then of course the trigger would be your enter. Or you can also use, he gave me a wireless keyboard that you can also use to navigate in case you ever need to, because you know, with emulators and stuff, you always got to have one of these around just in case something goes weird. But oh, this went to one of the main menus because it's scrolling through. But on the main menu here, we have a pinball category. So I could pay Pinball FX tables on here if I want to. You got Pinball FX2 tables, and it has nice little trailers on the side to show off what it is. And then you got the racing category. I really like the intro video to this one. So this is the racing category there with all the racing games. And then we got the shoot 'em up category. And then we got the Star Wars category, of course. And then the flying category. Now, for me, my main two pieces of concentration for this machine in particular, even though obviously I do have other options, is the flying games and the Star Wars games. Star Wars games, of course, because it's a Star Wars machine. And then the flying games because that's what plays really well with a yoke. But what I didn't realize is the racing category, most of these racing games actually play fantastic with a yoke. And I'm glad to have them on this machine. But I will eventually also be modding the Outrun machine over there that I recently got. And that won't be dedicated to just playing, racing games on there. But it's really cool to have it on the Star Wars machine as well, because surprisingly it plays really, really good on the yoke, guys. All the racing games. So let me show you guys some gameplay so you guys can take a look at, how this actually runs on Star Wars, what some of the games look like on here, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, guys, so let's start off with some racing games here. I'll show 2 games per category really quickly, just to give you guys an idea. We're going to start off with some Outrun here, and we're going to be doing Outrun 2, which is a really fantastic game to play. It's a Techno Pirate game, so plays really well. All right, so here we are with Outrun. We're going to go ahead and hit start. You can use the wheel to select whatever car, and then you use the trigger. Select automatic. We'll just do Outrun mode. We'll just do Splash Wave. I love the way that this game looks. It feels fantastic on this yoke. It controls really well. Look how sensitive the yoke is to the driving, guys. It plays really, really well with this game. And you can do the slide, even though I'm terrible at it, as you guys just saw. You have to hit the brake and the gas at the same time while you're doing a turn. I'm terrible at it, but you can definitely master it and do it on here. Just like that. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, I'm going to hit the wall. Not bad. That was a good one. That's a good one. That's not bad. We'll take the hard route. Oh, some bright sun there. But yeah, as you guys can see, this game plays really, really well with a yoke. Like, I had no problems playing with this on the yoke at all. I'm not wishing for a wheel or anything. And that goes for most of these racing games. It just feels really good, and it controls really, really well. But yeah, let's go ahead and exit that. So yeah, Outrun plays fantastic on this yoke here, guys. And there's a lot of different games on here. I forget exactly how many games he said came on here. I know it's over 350, but I don't know the exact count off the top of my head. Another one that plays really good on here is, of course, Mario Kart. And we got a few different options for Mario Kart on here. So it comes with Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Arcade GP, which is the one we're going to do. Even has Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube, which works really well. But we're going to do Mario Kart Arcade. This being an arcade mission, I'll show you guys the Mario Kart Arcade version. All right, so here we are. Go ahead and do normal 100cc. Now this game is not perfect. These are Techno Pirate games. It runs pretty well. Sometimes there are some graphical glitches and stuff. That's kind of the nature of Technopirate. Anybody who does Technopirate arcade games, they're fantastic. But, you know, there's some glitches here and there. But I'm not complaining. This plays overall 95% really great. There we go.
The most talented driver is Mario. What thrilling techniques will we see? Mario.
Here we go.
Rocket start. Mario.
Press the trigger.
The square tire blinking. Tires are now squared. Mario.
Oh, custom act.
The bases. Mario is falling behind.
You can also do your drifts here as well. Oop, I hit the wrong button there.
Mario takes a shot. Bullseye. Mario picks up points in one stretch. The race is at the halfway mark.
I love the way that this game plays. I love the Mario Kart GP because obviously the courses are all different to the Mario Kart game that we're used to. So it lets you play, you know, something different.
Mario takes a shot.
And it's not the same tracks that we're all used to.
Mario makes a perfect pass. Mario
Ooh, got smacked.
Mario takes a shot.
But this is another one that plays really, really good on the yoke, as you guys are seeing right now.
Tires are now squared. Mario, this train blocks your view. Mario, what a big lead. Now
On to the final lap.
Is it possible to maintain the lead?
Oh, it's possible.
Mario is
Depending on if the nonsense from the computers is about to kick in, like we usually see in Mario Kart.
Mario maintains the top spot. Mario picks up points in one stretch. Mario in top and final corner holds an impressive lead.
Damn it, I messed that up.
Item shot. Item shot.
Well, we hit our first place goal.
Mario, massive victory.
So you can see that that one plays really, really well on the yoke as well. And like I said, guys, there's a lot of different games on the racing wheel category. You know, I could be here all day. A lot of different games to play, a lot of different things to look at. Crazy Taxi's on here, you know, NASCAR's on here, Hydro Thunder's on here, you know, a bunch of different arcade classics are on here, including some console games that just play really, really well on here. So can't show you every game or we'll be here all day, but that's a couple of the racing games. Then if we scroll through to the shoot 'em up category, a category that you don't think would play well on a yoke because obviously you usually need an arcade stick, but it's actually not too bad. Like, for example, 1943 is a game that I play all the time. And 1943 on here surprisingly plays pretty decent. So you can add a coin with the coin button here. You press start. And then you come in here and you're basically playing. And it, like I said, not that bad at all. You move up and down the yoke to move up and down. And then you move side to side. And you're here playing. Granted, I think for these type of games, I definitely prefer a control stick. If I was gonna play, like, you know, seriously and stuff, or score, like, competitively get like high scores with friends or something. But this is still really fun. And I'm glad to have it on the yoke. It still gives you a different experience than what you're used to getting. And it plays really, really well. Let's show you another one here. I don't want to make this video forever long. I'm trying to think of another game that a lot of people like to see that's a flight game. I don't usually play a lot of fight games, to be honest. Let's see how this one does. First time I'm playing this one on this machine, so. Put in our coins.
2, 1, go.
So the same thing. You're going side to side. And it's still really responsive when you're moving side to side and stuff, as you guys are seeing. I mean, this is a hard game to play. I mean, it's going to take some getting used to for sure, compared to a control stick if you're used to playing that. To dodge, oh, I just died. To dodge like all of these out of the way, but it's still really fun to play this way, which is what caught me by surprise. Oh, I got owned. I also don't play these games very often, so not surprising I'm getting my ass kicked. Killed that boss though, mini boss, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, got smacked. But yeah, so they play surprisingly well on here for all of these classic shoot 'em ups. It's really fun to play on the yoke. Like I said, even though I probably still prefer at the end of the day a control stick, still really fun and a different experience to play on this yoke. We'll leave the Star Wars category for last, of course. Let's go into flying. Let's go ahead and let's see what we're going to do. A lot of different flying games on here as well. Let's do some Afterburner, the arcade version. Let's do Climax. We can go ahead and press the start button here.
Select aircraft.
We'll just go with that one.
Super Top Cat.
So this is a really fun game as well. Also, I believe it, yeah, this is a Techno Pirate game as well. You can see you can move up and down. So this is why you get the Star Wars arcade machine modded. It's for exactly this. For flying games that play much better on a yoke than they will on a control stick for sure. And this is my second reason on why I got the yoke modded, or the Star Wars machine modded. The first one to have all the Star Wars games on it that I'm going to show you in a little bit, and then to have all of the flying games that obviously play better on here. Oh, I just got wrecked. I was trying to do a combo there and I just got wrecked. This game plays really smooth on here too. Really, really smooth controls. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, this game's fun. And it plays really well with the yoke. And all of these flying games are going to, because, you know, like I said, that's the main purpose of why people mod these things, is for flying games. Let's go ahead. I showed you one flying game. Let's go ahead and skip around to the Star Wars section, because this video is already getting long and I haven't even gotten to the other ones. Now, the pinball category, it does work. Not something I'm going to be playing that often. I'll just show you one table that loads so you guys see what it looks like and stuff. But obviously, I already have a pinball machine that you guys, if you're watching my channel, you know I have two pinball machines now. The Arcade1up one and a virtual pinball machine that I have here that's 4K and everything. So I won't ever use this, but it plays fantastic. You know, when people are over and we want to have multiple pinball machines going, we can. It's got the DMD there in the corner, and it does work. The flippers are obviously tied to your left trigger and your right trigger on the yoke. You can go ahead and hit start. You can just hold the start button to get the ball. And there you go. Your triggers and stuff are using this.
Slow down.
That was already terrible, but you get the point. You can go in here and do that. And you're playing pinball. It's definitely not bad, just, you know, since I already have the pinball machines here, not something I'm going to be using on here very often, but it's cool to have on here, regardless, for anybody who wants to play it. The next category we have is the last category of the day, and that's Star Wars. And when you click on Star Wars, I'll show you I think there's 18 games on here. So there's Empire Strikes Back. There's The Return of the Jedi. There's the classic Star Wars from Atari. There's Star Wars Arcade on the 32X. There's Star Wars Rogue Leader from the GameCube. There's Star Wars Trilogy Arcade, which is one of the ones we're going to play. Star Wars Battlepod, which is another one we're going to play. Star Wars Episode 1 Racers on here from the Dreamcast. And newly added is a Star Wars Racer, the Arcade Edition, which is really cool. So we're probably going to do those three really quickly to give you an idea. Then it's Star Wars Rebel Assault. Then it's Return of the Jedi. And then it's Return of the Jedi Ewok Adventure. And Star Wars Rogue Squadron. And Star Wars the Arcade game. And then we're back here at the start again. So let's go ahead and start with some Star Wars Trilogy Arcade. The one that I think another main reason on why people mod this machine is probably for this game and Star Wars Battlepod. Those are the two games that usually people mod this machine for. Star Wars Battlepod is fantastic and plays so well on here. And then there's this game as well that everybody loves. This is probably the best Star Wars arcade game ever made. So let's add some credits. You can pick whichever level you want. Let's go ahead and do the first one, Destroy the Death Star. And here we go. We're over here playing, and another one of these games, this game 100% plays better on this yoke than it ever did on, you know, my other machines with an Xbox controller or anything in relation to that. This is exactly how the game is meant to be played, and it plays super well. Game is so much fun. I didn't actually play this as a kid. I didn't go to the arcade and see this game for whatever reason, or at least it's not in my memory, but playing it now for the last couple of years as a Star Wars fan, like, it's so much fun. And I already got to continue. But you can see it plays. I don't want to obviously do a gameplay of the game forever because the video's already long, but you guys get the idea that it does play fantastic on this yoke. Next one we're going to do, we'll leave Battlepod to last. We'll do the Star Wars Arcade Racer, but we'll do the arcade version because this one's newly popped up, so a game that a lot of people haven't seen. Again, the Dreamcast version is on here too, but this is the arcade version that recently got emulated, so cool stuff. So here we are at the main screen. We could pick whichever one we want. We'll just do the easy one. Click start on that. Let's stick with the first one. Little one's probably a little easier to control than that big one. So we'll leave it at that. Here we go. And here you are playing the Episode 1 Star Wars Racer. Again, the arcade version, not the Dreamcast version, and it plays really, really well. Again, on the yoke. Definitely a little hard to get used to with these side bumps and these tight turns, but it's definitely fun to play. Oh, I'm getting rocked. Definitely getting rocked. I'm doing really well. 8 out of 12. Yep. Super well. But yeah, like I said, guys, This plays fantastic. Another fun one on this Star Wars arcade machine. It's great. So let's go ahead and exit that. And let's end it off with Star Wars Battlepod. The main reason, this was my first #1 reason on why I wanted to get this modded was because I wanted this game on it, because I knew it would play fantastic on the yoke. I already had this playing on my big machine on an Xbox controller, but I knew it would fit perfectly on the Star Wars machine on a yoke, and I'm definitely not disappointed, guys. It plays super well, and I will never want to play with an Xbox controller ever again with some of these, with most of these games when it comes to flying games and you know, these Star Wars games that are flying games and stuff. It's just fantastic. Star Wars Battlepod. Alright, so you can select your mission here. I'm just going to do the first one. Destroy the Death Star. Here we go. And out we go. Here we go, folks. Let's see if I don't end up failing this real fast. Didn't say I was good at it. I said it was fun. Let's not forget that. But it really makes you feel like you're in Star Wars right now. Like, this is such a fantastic game. And I remember playing this in Dave & Buster's and stuff. And the fact that I now have it at home is amazing. And I'm basically getting almost the same experience as I got in Dave & Buster's with this yoke now. The only thing missing from the Dave & Buster's experience is that it was enclosed into like a Star Wars case, if you guys have played it. So you were just like all over the place. Damn it, did I miss? Got that one, though. Here we go. This one and Star Wars Trilogy Arcade are easily... Oh, I just crashed. Are easily my favorite too. Star Wars arcade games for sure. And then you finish the mission and you get, you know, a high score depending on how well you did. Let's see what grade we got here. 32. That's worth 1 star. I felt it. But, like I said, Star Wars Battlepod, guys, it plays fantastic on here. Like I said, it's the epitome of why I got this machine modded to begin with. But now I have Star Wars Trilogy Arcade, which is amazing on the yoke. All of these other Star Wars games play great on here. And then all of the other games for flying plays fantastic as well, which was not a surprise, because the flying games I would expect to play really well on a yoke. But what was a surprise is how well all of these racing games that I've tried so far have played. The Mario Kart, the Outrun and stuff, even though it's not a wheel, is fantastic. Now, like I said, I'll still be mounting my Outrun, and I'll do a video of that whenever I do that, to just play these racing games with a wheel and leave flying and Star Wars games over here. But still, I'm super impressed. And like I said, Retro Lizard Arcades, they did a fantastic job with the button layouts and you know, the inserts of the graphics and stuff. The PC seems to be really solid, having no issues with that. And yeah, and the sound on this Vizio soundbar is fantastic. So that's it, guys. That is my Star Wars arcade machine modded out. If you guys have any questions about anything you guys saw in today's video, As always, leave them down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.